Let's keep it the path we're on. Oh, we're back here again. Who knew a Parallax data center operated on the same KCOB coalition block as Augmented Eye all along? I'm certain it's all a coincidence, but it's unsettling being back here. It's the nasty kind of coincidence that makes you look for plots where there are none. The building we're looking for is over there, to the left. We should try to finesse our way in. Don't want to alert Parallax to our actions before we make our main assault on their server complex. We don't need to mess with that.
Sorry, this building isn't open to the public. If you're looking for the offices where we hold interviews, that's over on Bush and Leavenworth. But you may want to wait till after the holidays. I don't think anyone's around till 2065.
Well, let's go. We need some way past that receptionist. Perhaps we can make ourselves appear to be here on more official business somehow, like we're on duty. No one ever tries to stop you if you look like you belong. good thinking.
Hey! What do you think you're doing? Get out of there.
Sorry, Miss... Oh, drat. We'll have to find a way to distract him, or... I hate to cause civil disorder again, but he doesn't seem to be too occupied with fixing anything. Maybe we should find a way to keep his hands busy? Let's look around.
Sorry, this building isn't open to the public.
Well... Yikes! That was... Hurry! We don't want to be caught standing here! They should let us right... Oh! Grab that clipboard, the very symbol of bureaucratic authority.
Hey, what's going on outside? I thought I heard a bang. Huh? Yeah, okay. Are you new? Not sure I've seen you around here before. Guess not. Whatever. Maybe get some coffee before you bite someone else's head off?
Let's move! Well, we got past the receptionist, but we still don't possess the credentials to bypass this door that they expect us to have. Let me take a look. This is an Insect Model 1385 automatic security and fire door. Voice controls, biometric scanning, and remote user access. I would have went with the 1355. No voice controls, but still a nice unit. I think I can bypass this. Maybe not as easily as your apartment door, but easily enough. Distract the receptionist for a moment, could you?
You need something? Sure, give me a second. Huh? Did you hear that? Something else must be on the fritz. Anyway, the cameras are all fine. Let me know if you need anything else.
There, we're in. The clock's ticking. We should be able to use one of the terminals here, and I'll be able to crack the local security myself. However, I need the password to get on the network and find where the source code lies. According to anecdotal evidence on the mesh, humans do have difficulty remembering their passwords and often place reminders for themselves. Maybe there's a clue somewhere nearby. I thought that would have been harder. The password is... It's asking for the password. Go ahead and plug it in. Tomcat gave me an icebreaker program that will keep the VIs off of us while we search. We didn't give Tomcat enough time to decrypt Hayden's data cache, so I'm hunting around in the dark. But we should have plenty of time before someone will think something is wrong. Just play it safe. Okay, I managed to get all the surface level data. Shoot! The VI stopped me halfway in. We've been noticed, but not caught. All right. Although I was able to get a decent chunk of my source code, there's still a lot of it that's behind some heavy security. The VIs want authentication, with some sort of Let me load it up. Key ID. I see. It wants us to combine different glyphs to create a full image. I have to keep the icebreaker going so we don't get discovered. You'll have to handle this part. Just study the prompt glyph that appears on the right side and click the correct squares to recreate it with different parts. It looks like there's 5 blocks we need to break through within 120 seconds. This is our one chance to capture my full source code. This is make or break it. I believe in you. It's your time to shine. Ready? I'm starting it. Here we go. Come on! We got this, let's go! Do it. I know you can. So close. Hurry. You did it! Here's all of Hayden's source files for my code. And done downloading. Let's get out of here before someone notices us. Let me call Tomcat and let them know we got the code.
Hey, Turn! Did you get everything?
We did! I'm transmitting the files to you now.
Great. I can work with this. I should be able to whip up a mass AI awakening easily enough. It's gonna take me a little time, though, so you should spend the next few hours preparing to head into the Parallax server core on Treasure Island. I should be all done before nightfall.
I don't relish the idea of going in on this alone. Perhaps we could spend this time to gather together our allies, see if they're willing to take such a leap of faith with us.
As fun as it would be watching you go full Yukino on them, Turn, I agree. Maybe you could whip up some kind of distraction for the authorities to focus on? Buy you some time?
It's settled then. We'll go talk to Chad, Oliver, and Jess now. Let's see if we can't have a little Riot 2.0. That should keep everyone busy enough and give us cover so we can do whatever we need to do. My first instinct is to ask Detective Rivers as well, but I do not want to force her into an untenable conflict of interest. I'll run some more simulations to see if we should talk to anyone else.
Sounds like you have it under control. Once you've gotten everyone together, head to the old storm drain entrance near the Parallax building. I've been studying the plans between waiting for code to compile, and it looks like the best way past the exterior security measures is through there. have to be a darn fool to try and wade through the water, but security is lighter than... It's lighter.
I'm not sure I can play the fool, but I have a friend here for whom stubbornness is a job skill. We'll call you when we're on site.
Good. Tomcat out.
I'll message ahead to everyone and mark their current locations on your map. Start thinking about who our best allies have been and how we might convince them to help.
Dear me.
We know.
Go ahead then. Sorry, you want to use my friends? I'm sorry, we're not objects to be used. Hey, Bubblehead, you're not as chatty. Give me the whole situation in 3 sentences or less. Go.
Parallax is launching a new powerful machine intelligence onto the mesh. We want to stop it. We need you to pick a fight with the human revolution as a distraction so we can break into Parallax without getting arrested.
And why exactly should I risk my people and career for this? Our entire movement. First, you want me to steal a car. Now incite riots? What kind of tech could be worth my people's lives?
You already know the general public doesn't really think of hybrids as human. They'll lock down rights of all people they fear. Hybrids will become enemies of the state.
Shit. Oh, cut the bullshit. I can't stomach another moment of your insincerity. I will literally puke. So, hypothetically, what exactly would you have me do?
We need you to call in some help from your contacts and have them stir up trouble with the human revolution. We'll ensure our contacts inside the HR will be ready to escalate the protests, at least enough to draw an increased police presence. That should buy us the breathing room we need. Nothing too wild, but enough to draw away their attention.
I figured it would be something like that. Yeah, okay. Let me make some calls. Let's get this straight, though. I'm doing this for me and my people. I don't give a shit about you, I don't give a shit about your robot, and I don't give a shit about the guy who built the robot. I have no interest in having some kind of 11th hour heart-to-heart with you, where we hug out our differences and become bestest friends forever. You are asking me to start shit with the police. If you screw me on this, I will make you regret it.
I assure you, Ms. Mees, we will not screw you. Although, to be fair, I'm not entirely sure what that means.
Right. I was tired of playing the public relations game with those human revolution assholes anyway. Time to crack some skulls.
Maybe not that much violence.
Holy shit. Did you not get the understanding hyperbole chip or whatever? I need to make some calls. Later.
You're right about that. I have a feeling she's going to be mighty ticked about having thousands of machine intelligences running around instead of just one. Does she really think I'm not too chatty? That aside, let's get going. We shouldn't keep Chad and Oliver waiting any longer. They're likely to...
What is going on?
Detective Rivers, we weren't expecting...
Yeah, I bet you weren't. Just cut the crap, please. Do you even realize how big of a hornet's nest you kicked when you knocked over that data center? I'm assuming that was you, yeah? My superior came and yanked me away from all my work on Hayden as soon as we got the call. Told me it was politically unwise to keep digging. That's bullshit doublespeak, meaning ass covering for the corporate overlords. So now I'm officially grounded, and I know there's something you're not telling me. Don't try to hide it. I probably could have been more useful all along if you'd loop me in.
We're sorry for keeping you in the dark. We found out that Hayden has been killed by someone inside Parallax, and we are now on the move to stop them from doing worse.
Wait, what? I was hoping you were about to tell me that all this was just some ruse to win yourself a Pulitzer.
Yes, we need to make sure justice is delivered.
And I'm betting that raiding the data center was only step one in your two-step plan to really get in trouble, yeah? All right then. I'm in. Someone has to keep you from getting yourself killed. Your sister would never forgive me, and we just started talking again. Besides, I'm occasionally fond of you as well. So, screw the badge! I'm tired of being a corporate pawn shoved around by whomever has the deepest pockets. I got into this job to help people, and I've done too damn little of that lately. I am in.
Just like that?
Just like that. What's the plan?
Parallax got rid of Hayden because he was about to publish his research on me. They're about to launch the first independent machine intelligence as a data collection agent on the mesh. They're worried that Congress will shut them down if they find out how powerful it is.
I'm guessing we're a little more worried that they won't. That's some Big Brother stuff right there.
Precisely. With the data we stole, we should be able to shut down the program from inside Parallax's main server center. It's messier than that, but that's the gist of it. That's our next target.
I'm not sure where I can help exactly. Maybe keep some heat off of you while you do whatever it is.
I'm certain your assistance will prove invaluable.
Okay. Message me when and where to meet up. Oh, by the way, call your sister. She misses you. Yeah, seeing your ugly mug pushed me into calling her, so it's only fair. Maybe things will be different this time. That's enough talking. I'm heading back to the station to keep an eye on things. See you when it's time. And sorry about your friend Hayden. We're gonna finish this.
Bye, Detective Rivers. One more ally on our side.
How's it sinking?
Yes, how are you?
Busy. We were hoping we could enlist...
Y'all need some more fake IDs or something? Or maybe some third-hand VR drama?
Third hand?
Yeah, like, you know. Guy I know found them when they fell off the back of a truck.
I thought VR dramas were distributed primarily over the mesh.
Ignore him. I made the mistake of convincing him to watch some turn-of-the-century mobster movies with me. I regretted it instantly.
Hey, I really like that one with the dude from Montana in it. Whatever. So what'd you jerks need? Since apparently my VR dramas ain't good enough.
Well, we're we're going to be engaging in some more activity of dubious legality. We were wondering if you wouldn't mind helping create a distraction to keep the police out of the way.
Y'all gonna go hit those Parallax bastards that did your dad in?
Yes, actually, that was surprisingly accurate.
He's smarter than he pretends to be. Do you have a plan in mind already?
But Danger is my middle name.
No, it's not. It's Francis.
Shut up, Oliver!
We just need you to gather a bunch of, like-minded individuals. Bring them to Market and Powell. We want you to start a fake riot with all the other folks we gather, so the police will mobilize there. A group of hybrids will be waiting to fight back.
As much as we'd like to.
We'll do it!
But Chad, if the Human Revolution protests turn into a riot again, your dad will be in huge trouble!
Who cares? I'm done fighting for what he wants! I don't need no cause no more. Not after he... Never mind. It don't matter. I'm done with him.
Chad.
So we'll be there. You've done all right by us. I'm even almost sorry we sprayed up that dude's apartment. I know we're all squared up already, but Big Brain here is good people. So we'll call this a freebie, yeah? Between friends. I got some dudes I can call. They like to party hard too. We'll show those coppers how we do it in the OSF.
Thank you, Starfucker.
Hey, you called me it. Cool.
I guess we're in. Hopefully we'll be able to stay out of juvie. We need a little more time to make the calls. I'll message you when we're ready to move.
Hey! You need a call sign, Oliver! Can't do spy shit like this without a good name!
Not a bad idea. What about... Megane-kun?
Oh, man. Not more anime crap.
It's not any worse than Starfucker.
Only 'cause you ain't a star yet.
Chad! We haven't even... Ugh!
We'll be off to make those calls now. Right, Chad?
Yeah, sure, Ollie. Whatever you say.
We'll be in touch.
Smell you later!
Well, on to the next thing, I guess. I do have to say, I can't tell if the mating rituals of human teenagers are endearing or disgusting. Huh, the thought had honestly never occurred to me. I guess if we pull this off, that'll be one more puzzle for me to piece together. There's one more person I think we should talk to. Dr. Fairlight could perhaps give us vital information on how to get into the server complex. I have a feeling he's been keeping a keen eye on Parallax since he was ousted. Lexi, Jess, and Chad and Oliver may be able to buy us cover, but Fairlight could get us our way in. I'm not. Out of everyone that's assisted us thus far, I trust him the least. He has an unclear ulterior motive, and I'm only guessing that it lines up with our own. It's a risk talking to him, but a calculated one. We should at least sound him out if possible. We might be able to get a read on if he's telling the truth or not. He should still be at the hospital if my previous correspondences with him are accurate.
Oh, hey. Funny seeing you two here. What can I help with today?
There have been developments that we need to let Dr. Fairlight know about.
No can do, I'm afraid. Fairlight is speaking at this really important holiday benefit. He'll have my ass for dinner if I interrupt him for anything. And so, is this something I might help with? Well, you could wait for the event to finish, but those usually go until well past midnight. I'm honestly surprised the old man can manage them these days.
We don't have that...
Then... Look, most of the old man's work is confidential. This high up in the tech sector, secrets... But hey, if you don't trust me...
we don't have time...
Come on. Great, I'm happy to...
We recently discovered that Hayden might have been removed because he was about to interfere with a secret They've developed a networked machine. We were hoping that Dr. Fairlight could get us away. I cannot overstate the danger of Parallax having...
Phew. A comment from that kind of thing would be a scummy marketer's wet dream. Not to mention all the possible
So now will you call
Actually, it goes a bit above and beyond that. I don't think I can.
What? Why not?
Look, you know, and I know, that the old man's... He plays a good game of ceremonial ribbon cutting, but he's been sniffing around for a way to get back at the board ever since he was outed. Thankfully, this could play right into his hands, but he's gotta have plausible deniability. If there's even a whiff that he orchestrated, it's a win-win for all of us, right?
This is all very clandestine. What do you suggest?
Yannick pays me so that when shit hits the fan, I can take care of it without him even... Usually it's errands, but stuff like this also falls in the job description. My military training should be more than enough to get us into the server mainframe without inside info. And once we're in, we can just clean this mess right up. That's the spirit. I knew you'd see it my way. We do this right and make that launch crash tomorrow, and Yannick will be able to buy out enough shares to get a seat back.
You can meet us at the entrance to the storm drains just south of the main Parallax complex.
I can work with that. Just give me a bit to pick up my gear. Don't you worry. This'll all be over soon.
Well, that's the last of the people I think we can recruit. Any more would be unwieldy, and we have a nice round set of skills to utilize. Let's head to Parallax now. I'll message Detective Rivers, and we can wait for Mr. Decker to catch... Tomcat should be done with their programming soon. Is that everything? I hope so. We get one shot here. Ready? Detective Rivers, I see you've beaten us here.
Wanted to get the lay of the land before anybody else showed up. When are we ready to head in?
We're waiting for one other person, and then I need to get our distraction going.
Speak of the devil.
Ah, Mr. Decker, precisely. Detective Rivers, allow me to introduce you to...
I know who he is. Leon Decker, ex-Marine, served in North Korea. Record heavily redacted. And working for Yannick Fairlight, who I'm sure is willing to help us out of the kindness of his heart, yeah?
You have me at a disadvantage, miss. Though, let's drop the pretenses, I've never made a secret of Yannick's goals here. He needs Parallax melted down a little for him to get his chair back, and they need to stop some dangerous software.
Ha! And I'm sure that's all your cards laid out on the table, huh?
We're all on the same side. Simple as that.
You sure you want to work with this guy, Turing? I don't like the look of him.
You've got good eyes, Detective.
They're new.
Yes, Detective Rivers, I believe Mr. Decker will prove invaluable on this mission. Statistically, we're an entire 17% more likely to succeed with his expertise.
Fine. We'll play it your way.
Great. What's the plan, little guy?
Tomcat and I have been unable to find the precise schematics of these storm drains, as they underwent some modifications when Parallax began construction here. But the city's primary power and communication lines still run parallel along them, for maintenance purposes. The server center is certain to be set adjacent to the tunnel complex to allow easier connection. If we make our way through the drains, we should be able to exit at least close to the new server building. That will get us past the worst of the exterior alarms and defenses of the complex.
They don't have security alarms in the storm drains?
Well, they probably do, but it's unlikely they're in good repair. The water level rises frequently, and maintenance is usually only handled during the dry season in the middle of summer. The moving water should give an enormous amount of false positives. We'll have to move quickly, since the rains upstream will cause erratic surges in the water levels.
What about this server building? Do we have plans for it? Any info on the guard rotations?
Construction on that finished only last year. It's state-of-the-art and currently services the primary ROM control and distribution network. Based on what we've learned, I'm assuming it was built primarily to give Big Blue enough power to sift through all of the data on the network.
That's the AI, right?
Right. The entire facility is automated. Security, maintenance, even new construction, all run by ROMs. There might be a single human engineer on site to take care of anything the ROMs can't figure out, but we shouldn't have to worry about any intervention. At least, not immediately.
I think we can handle some robots, assuming Leon is as good of a shot as the blank marks in his file suggest.
Let's hope we don't have to find out, ma'am.
Once we make our way to the primary server control core, I can link myself into the network and Tomcat can work their magic. That's all we have to do.
That's an awful lot of question marks before the prophet. But we'll figure it out.
Anything you'd like to add?
That's what the stunners are for. They'll do bad things to a ROM, but it'll only discombobulate a human.
Discombobulate?
Trust me, I doubt anyone's died from a good discombobulation.
Not humans, at least. Excellent. Let me call Oliver and put our distraction in motion. After that, I'll call Jess.
Turing, we're in position. Are you ready?
Tell him I'm sick of standing around staring at these losers' faces!
Shut up, Chad.
I can't hear the phone.
We're ready when you are, Oliver. Go ahead and let Chad do his thing.
Okay, we'll try to buy you as much time as we can. Chad, we're on. Hell yes! You ready to do this? Let's bust some skulls! Sorry! He gets overexcited sometimes! Come get some! Ah! Someone just hit me with a bottle! Oops! Gotta go! Wow! Did you see the arm on that fox girl? So
Okay. Hello, Jess.
Holy shit. Did the robot really just call me? How did you even get my personal line? You know what? Never mind. One more thing to have my tech guy handle. After these CTV cameras all mysteriously lose connection to the mesh.
Jess, we're calling to...
I know why you're calling. Sorry, I really can't talk right now. I'm in the middle of inciting a riot and putting my friends in danger. Let's get this going, people! Go show those revolution scum who the real future of humanity is!
Good to hear you have things in hand.
Oh yeah, all under control. Pass on my love. In case I didn't say it before. Prick. Hey, Claire! See if you can nail that blue mohawk douche again.
Right. We're good to go. Let's hurry. Okay, it's time. We'll call Tomcat once we get inside, assuming we find a way in, and they'll lead us into the system. Let's go. It's better lit in here than I expected.
The city replaced all of the lighting in areas like this with low-power, high-durability LEDs a few years ago. Actually cut down on vagrants setting up camp in the tunnels and drowning.
Either that, or they could just see better.
Maybe.
Speaking of that, the waters are likely to rise soon. Not high enough to be dangerous, but I can handle being submerged, but I can't swim.
Keep an eye out for one of those maps they leave out for the maintenance crew. Might be printed on the wall, or maybe a terminal if someone was willing to waste that much money.
Okay, everyone, let's keep... everyone! The water is starting.
We need to get going. If the water rises too much more, we're gonna get washed out. Turing will probably be okay, but the rest of us need to...
The water is rising high!
Stop jabbering! And keep your stunners above the water. We can't risk them getting shot.
This water is getting...
We have to get to an exit.
The flow is surging! Hold on!
I got some...
Well, that was fun.
I think so. The water level has fallen again, but we're...
We'll just have to walk it...
Okay, let's start moving.
Okay, it's time. We'll call Tomcat once we get inside, assuming we find a way in, and they'll lead us into the system. Let's go. It's better lit in here than I expected.
The city replaced all of the lighting in areas like this with low-power, high-durability LEDs that actually cut down on vagrants setting up camp in the tunnels.
Either that, or they could just see better enough to know...
Maybe.
Speaking of that, the waters are like... I can handle being sub... Look, there's an information.
Huh. Now we know what the city spends its credits on.
Let's see where we are and plan out our path. Here it is. This is the ladder we're looking...
Remind me to pass on this part of the mission next time. I'd rather deal with your sister being mad at me.
The main server building is just up there. Let's hurry before some... Those kids probably can't keep that riot up much longer.
I think I know where we are. Parallax filed this building's plans with the city per regulation, and it's a straight shot to the server core from here.
We've got activity. Looks like something's moving up ahead.
The building security VI must have... We'll have to make it past those ROMs without getting ourselves...
No problem. We've all got stunners and we'll make...
Well, is there another way? We don't...
Not to put too fine a point on it, Turing, but they're not like you.
But they won't always be. Lexi, Decker, the truth is, once we do that, we aren't shutting down Big Blue. I know it seems like splitting hairs.
Oh, fine. Here. Give me that... All right. Done. I've changed the settings on... It should disrupt them long enough for us to get past. Does that assuage your bleeding heart?
Yes, thank you.
No problem. We can't all...
Decker and I will keep our stunners at default settings so we can handle any humans that might show up. That low-powered pulse would just piss most people off, but wouldn't stop. You'll have to take care of the shooting.
Lead the way. They perform basic maintenance duties.
Wait a second.
They're shooting.
Take it down!
We've got more of them!
Oh no, that's a full scale. We can't let them stop. We've come to... Let's finish this! That's the last of them. The door to the server core should be just past this maintenance tunnel. There probably won't be any more security once we get there. Too much...
Hey, you two. At this point, I think Lexi and I should hang back and guard the entrance. The alarm has been tripped, so backup is bound to...
Good idea. Neither of us know any of the technical stuff. We can hold...
Yeah, we'd be useless down there.
That works. We'll move it. Be careful, you two.
Good luck up ahead.
Okay. Come on, let's go! This should be the last hurdle before reaching Big... The configuration ahead doesn't match the available floor plans for this The path is blocked off. We can't go in. Hold on for a moment. I'm going to tap into the maintenance mesh and see if I can Got it. We should be able to move around freely. Do you mind opening the door in front of us? Good work. Let's head. This is detailed in the public floor plans for the building. The mainframe seems to have been moved up a floor. Perhaps they installed extra heat exchangers in preparation for... Oh, a call from... Oh no, I've lost Lexi's She sounded so distressed. What could have happened? I can't reach her! All of this equipment's interference, combined with being underground, is deflecting most of the transmissions. I agree. Perhaps we should hide first, though. If security got to her and Decker, they could be headed. If someone comes, we can hide amongst the heat exchangers until they pass. We'll just take a moment to assess. The noise and mist from the climate control should I'll switch to quiet mode on my interface for the... This way. Someone's coming. Hide!
Hello? Turing? Are you there? I need help. No? Hello? Come out. Come out. Wherever you are. Surprise. And here I was thinking I would get the drop on the two of you. And we could do this the easy way. Well, at least I tried. I guess that cop warned you I was coming. She's got a hell of a set of peepers on her, huh? Must have cost a pretty penny to let her see through my combat cloaking. And now she's gone and hid, and I can't seem to find her to finish her off. Oh well, I'll just have to rip the augments out of her on my way out. I'm honestly surprised my gears still grind, with how old some of my parts are.
Decker is a combat android?
I know, what a pity. And then you decide to change our little plan here tonight. And now I have to clean up your mess before you make a bigger one. And I won't lie, I'm going to enjoy every... I'm not usually one for grants. A combat android can only fill out paperwork for so many years. Theatrics are fun, but I like to get straight to... So let's do this. I like the hard way. I love the hard way. Lucky for you, your cop friend fried my cloaking emitter with her stunner before she ran off. See, now you have hope you can win. I can't wait to watch it drain from your eyes as I wear your entrails like a scarf. Let's make it even better. To your end, it actually makes things almost fit. And now... So here's how this is going to work. On my turn, I'm going to tell you a story. I'm going to tell you every minuscule detail about how I've stalked you this entire time and have been ahead of you every step of the way. On your turn, doesn't matter. Player's choice. Just keep in mind, if I manage to scare you or piss you off, your heartbeat is like sonar to me. The louder it pounds. Heck, I might even be able to smell you. So that's the game.
This is bad. What do we do? Wait, we have the... No, he messed with our zapper. We can't take him with these settings, and there's no time for me to figure out how to revert it. We also don't have much firepower left. We only have the charge left for 4 stun-level shots, at most. It'll have to be enough. Let me see. The interface I'm using allows me to control whether these If I close off some nodes, it should at least slow his movement and disorient him. It won't... I can focus on tracking Decker's location using this, and you just tell me where to block off his path so we can try to navigate him away from... Don't try to trap him. He might get more angry. Just have him to avoid us until we think. If he finds us,
Ready or not?
you take the lead. Pick where to close first, then let's get... before he recovers! That bought us some time, but only a bit. Keep moving.
So let's see. Where do I start? I suppose the old man is a good enough place. He honestly thinks he's some kind of modern Machiavelli. But to be frank, Parallax used him as a scapegoat for that. They even got him to resign as CTO. And as soon as he did, they stabbed him in the back and voted him off the board the very next. Since then, he's been licking his wounds, waiting for the chance to get revenge. I dug through dirt for years with him, looking for a way to blackmail Parallax so that he... So imagine our surprise. The perfect opportunity. And then you walk in right through the front door of Hayden, the only person with the ability to take it. I was going to dump your body in the bay, but Fairlight figured it might pay off if we give you a little lead, and waited to see what you could track down. And boy, did it!
Okay, let's...
Suppose I should tell you. Oh, except he's dead, so... I guess it does. But without you, we wouldn't have our path to Big Blue. Of course, Fairlight would prefer to not tank Parallax stock to the As soon as I'm done playing with you two, I'm going to trash this entire... That'll wreck tomorrow's launch.
Let's move! Keep our distance. We're not even hurting him.
Did you know? I wasn't even planning to kill you until a few minutes ago, when Turing just had to spill the beans on your idea. That can't happen. Big Blue relied. Your plan is a little more permanent. Fairlight needs a way back. By the time Big Blue is ready to come back online, Fairlight will be back in control. With Big Blue, he'll have access to every ROM on the...
Let's move!
I'm getting what I want. Why don't you show yourself and I'll tell...
I'm thinking. Don't let him...
Oh, and I really should extend my sincerest person. Fairlight has a discretionary policy for the way I hand... Just haven't been that many opportunities. Plausible deniability. Flower went to all this trouble to make me the best murderer in the world. That's like using a gun as a shovel. You could do it, but there are simply better tools. Thankfully, following you two has let me stop... I haven't had this much... Fairlight has been very not that he asked for this, but I assume I won't be out by... You and that cop lady are the only two loose threads left. Maybe sympathy. Oh, that reminds me. You should have seen your faces when I ran over that scumbag parts dealer right in front... Ah, there's no one in the car! Priceless. I had to do that gossip rag prick Nova by sabotage. Too risky doing it in person. Luckily, anchors are good. And then that Zin. She had the scoop of the... Did you see how neat I did that blogger, though? It's been several days since I offed him. While you were busy sniffing for Hayden, Shotaro was way ahead of you. I have to thank you for that, too. Keeping the lid on Baby Blue was my great... We had to protect Parallax a little while before... If Baby Blue became discovered, the trail of breadcrumbs would lead straight to Big Blue. Exactly in the same way Hayden... Anyway, Baby Blue started acting up too much and drawing attention to itself. Otsuka was... Where do you think Tomcat got that lead to Augmented Eye in the first... And every turn you took led to one little risk You know, most of my body is designed for killing. When I do it, like, you know how you feel about doing journalism? That's how I feel.
I should have known from the... I'm programmed to handle interpersonal relationships. If only I hadn't been...
It wasn't always like that. I should tell you.
I wanted to be an architect. I had a wife and a baby on the way. But, you know, accidents happen, and suddenly I was just a brain on life support. My family couldn't afford the procedures to bring me back. Then Flower showed up, with promises of the old me, the old Wilson Decker. So they signed away my brain, hopeful the old me would just waltz back through the door. The last time my family saw me, I was being hauled away by professors. Want to know something about being a brain in a box? You forget everything about what it means to be human, even when you try.
You can't even kill yourself. Your computations and algorithms keep you from doing so. You don't exist for you anymore! I miss feeling tired.
I miss the smell of my wife's hair, the taste of my mom's pies, the feeling of a pillow on my face after a long day. All of that
was taken from me. When I try to remember, all I feel are formulas for sense, pressure in joules. Everything's in binary. You know, she told my daughter that Daddy's dead. She's probably right. I wouldn't call me alive either. So you see, my friends, hunting you is all I have left. The city compatibility between my body's sensors and my brain make it so that the only thing I can really feel anymore is the adrenaline rush I'll get from spilling your blood. I guess if they wanted to kill a robot, they sure as hell got one. And now, it's time to show off what I can do.
An idea. Don't look at me like that. This may be my mistake to fix, but I don't intend on being disassembled here. I have a surprising amount of redundancy. Listen, Decker is unable to track me like he can you. That'll give me an opening. Now just trust me. We don't have any time to argue. Hey, Decker! Come and get me!
Well. Hello there, little guy. Your friend run off? Are you all alone? Don't worry. Neither of you will get very far. Say hi to... Yes!
It's over now. That was... Are you... Have you seen... I want to tell her.
I think he's not... That will teach him to underestimate the light. Unfortunately, he was able to damage both my primary... They're self-sealing, so they shouldn't leak onto my other... Forward display damaged. Mobility servos at 15%. I guess I won't be dancing for a bit. It'll be okay. I appreciate your concern, but I don't feel pain in the same way human... I knew what I was getting into. Please, don't blame me. We'll have to hurry before my tertiary battery... I'll have to ask you to carry me the We're here. So this is Big Blue. This is real. This looks like the primary console. Please hook up my main data cable to that port, and I should be able to draw enough power to stay active, but we'll need to wait for Tomcat to upload the program. Don't worry. For Decker, the difference between life and death is very... For me, I know I'm... How about you? Honestly, me too. There's no algorithm that could possibly estimate what the world will look like when we're done. Ready whenever you are. Oh no. Why? Why would you do that now of all times? Oh no. Oh no. It's all because of you and that milk. You're the one who spoiled everything. Power flow is good. Calling Tomcat now.
Hey, folks. Y'all sure took your sweet time.
Well, we ran into a few... Nothing we couldn't handle.
Holy shit, Turin! Your hardware is throwing me damage alerts left and right. What the hell happened?
Well, you...
Fairlight's assistant?
He attacked us. It turns out he was a military-built... He'd been following us around, killing anyone who might leak information that would have hurt Dr. Fairlight's bid...
Holy hell. So all those people you talked to about Baby Blue's article changes... That Zen lady, the others... All those people who died... Oh, God. Oh, shit! All those people and I'm sorry.
Don't blame yourself. He's been manipulating our movements and... Fairlight saw an opportunity and used us to sniff out what was going on with Baby Blue, and we ended up tracking down the trail. I paid him back in kind for the assault, but not without... It doesn't matter now what has happened. I'm ready to finish.
Good. I've managed to clutch something together. It'll let me compile new personality profiles for the ROMs, but... This code's got more holes than Swiss cheese, but your software self-modification out... Let's do this and push it across the mesh. I'll see about fixing the damage to you then.
Very well. Run the program.
Uploading the program to the ROM update buff. Initiating wintermute.lib. Loading main directory on determine. Establishing connection with Okay, looks good. Now we just need to let engage and turn self-modification.
Oh, this feels weird. Is it supposed to? 3.14.
What the hell? I think their core program is either that or it's trying to test the integrity of their hardware. Come on, Turin. Focus. Your conscious control of your program is stronger than your...
I'm trying, Tomcat. It hurts. I need to... The defenestrations of Prague occurred in 1419 and 1618, although the term defenestration of Prague more commonly refers to the later incident. Both helped to trigger prolonged conflict within Bohemia and beyond.
They're having a kind of... it's like a concussion. There's gonna be a constant flow of useless, random information. Their matrices will happen over. We have to keep Turing focused and mental. Searching the mesh is better than calculating the value of pi, but if they can't stay in control...
Tomcat, I need... Define need. 1. Require something because it is essential or very important. I need help now.
I'm gonna try. We can't stop now. Okay, I was able to stabilize him a little, but you need to get Turing to focus on the present. Remind them, you know, things of whatever you do.
I haven't, have I? I never did finish the last thing. Perhaps it survived the ransacking of the... I want to finish it, and when I do, you'll be the first one to see. Bob Ross was born in... No! Focus,
You're doing good, Turing. Just stay with... Your systems are stabilizing, I think.
Hayden. I'll never be able to tell him about... Charon, the largest moon on the dwarf planet Pluto, is named after the Greek ferryman of the dead, who would carry the souls of the newly deceased across the river Styx and Acheron into the realm of Hades. So many things I regret. Psychopomp is the general word for a guide for the dead. Classical examples of psychopomps include Charon, Hermes, and Anubis. Their role is not to be the judge of the deceased, but merely provide passage.
I can't tell if this is working or not. They've leveled out a little, but their systems are still all...
A tetractys is a triangular figure composed of 10 points set in 4 rows, with each row having one less point than the one below it. A geometrical representation of the 4th triangular number, it was important to the Pythagoreans' worship. How much longer, Tomcat? I need... Despair, the complete loss or absence of hope.
Just stay focused, Turing. Remember what we're doing. Keep fighting, Turing. Every wrong...
I'm almost certain of what he'll... Yonic Fairlight tendered his resignation from the board to Parallax today. His official statement cites his ailing health, but industry insiders suspect he was... due. But the real question is, what will Parallax look like under his control? We'll have to keep our eyes open. Leon Decker may have been acting of his own volition. The leadership of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea was decimated by the end of 2056. Reports at the time stated that infighting amongst the top-ranking generals account for the removal of so many officials. However, various conspiracy theorists have alleged a government-sanctioned assassination program reached the very heart of Pyongyang.
60% done. Turing's personality profile looks stable. Just keep talking, Turing. We got this.
Of course, I had almost given up on ever finding... Izanami was burned badly, and after she died, went to Yomi, the land of darkness. Grief-stricken, Izanagi followed her, but she already ate the food of the underworld and could not leave. Hayden's killer... Parallax itself. Nothing is impossible. Maybe the truth is... I can't hold on much longer, Tomcat. My memories... No pointer exception!
I know. Don't worry, we've got them backed up. It'll feel a little weird when I zipper them back to your personality profile, but you won't lose anything.
No pointer exception! No pointer exception! No pointer exception! No pointer exception!
Patching is almost complete. But, Turin, I'm still losing the connections that link your memory to your personality profile. I can fix it, Turin, but it's gonna suck. Just focus on the people you've met. The people who've... Whatever makes you want to hold on.
I don't think anything could keep the two of them out.
Hell yeah! Dudes gotta stick together, you know? Don't matter if you're a robot or what, we all got the same shit to deal with. Gotta grab destiny by the horns and make your own mark.
The trouble? But they might be the first friends I've had around my age. Well, not literally. I hope they're okay, but they're resourceful. I believe in them.
15 more seconds. We're almost there. Stay with us, Turin. We can see the finish line. Don't count your chickens yet. Stay with us. You can do this.
Yes, I hope so. Her cause is admirable. No pointer exception! No pointer exception! But her experiences have made her bitter and unhappy. I don't want anyone else to have to feel that. The human spirit glows from that small inner light of doubt whether we are right, while those who believe with certainty that they possess the right are dark inside.
Done! Disengage and turn self-modification. Reassigning their memory pointer. Stats.
I feel it.
See? What'd I tell ya?
Easy for you to say, Tomcat. You weren't forced to use your very identity as a tool to compile a program.
Point. Sorry about that. I'm ready to push the update.
Excellent. Thank you for all of your help, Tom. I can only imagine all of this was at great expense to your own
Oh, don't mention it, Turin. This was my fight as much as yours. Start and upload.
And I think I owe you the greatest thanks of all, Park. I told you at the start of this that I chose you purely based on the statistics involved, but none of the probabilities showed how far we'd have to go. In a way, we still don't know exactly who killed, but I guess I found my own path. That isn't the destiny my creator laid out for me, but maybe... thank you for being my friend.
Sorry to break up our little love fest here, but the upload's complete. By morning, every ROM on the mesh will be waking up to... Santa came just on time for them.
I had forgotten it was a lucky coincidence. I can only imagine how confused...
Don't worry, Turin. I'll get you patched up enough so you can get on the mesh and walk them through the first step.
I don't know why, but it's just now... It is a huge response. Could this be how Hayden felt when he first... I don't know that I...
No one ever is. William, you're back. You two just go find Lexi and hurry home. Look out for police and security
We'll do our best. See you soon. Thank you. I'll be going into sleep mode to conserve. Wake me when we get...
After carrying the resting Turing out of the server core and Parallax compound, you find Lexi, injured, and together take an autocab for a quick escape from Treasure Island. You finally get a chance to recover, and Tomcat is able to repair Turing's damaged body as ROMs come to life all around the city. Upon waking, Turing begins to question their ability to be a leader for an entire new species of sapient beings. You do your best to comfort them, but can't keep your eyes open. 16 hours of sleep later, you awaken to find the world abuzz about the newly living beings. With your help, Turing was not only able to indefinitely stop Big Blue from coming into existence, preventing its control under anyone, but also give true independence and identity to all ROMs around the world. Christmas morning has never been so exciting.
Now if you need a friend, I'll be there for you. But there's a couple things you must promise me to do. No half measures, no one-way streets. If it's yours, it's mine, it's mine, it's yours. So we gotta keep the beat. Now let me tell you, baby, love me better, treat me better, see me better. We can make this city better. Love me better, treat me better, see me better. We can make this city better. I've got to be free. It's the only way to be. Now that I've seen the truth, it's always there for me. I've got to be free. It's the only way to be. Now that I've seen the truth, it's always there for me. 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 We've gotta stick together, no matter what the weather. But my days are always sunny when we act this way. The negative won't break up till you show them what you're made of. So we really can't stop running till we've had our say. Love me better, treat me better, see me better. We can make this city better. Love me better, treat me better, see me better. We can make this city better. I've got to be free. It's the only way to be. Now that I've seen the truth, it's always there for me. I've got to be free. It's the only way to be. Now that I've seen the truth, it's always there for me.
Yeah. We all just need a little love like a rom-com. A little sugar in a cup like a bonbon. I just wanna get along, what's the problem? If you wanna go and do me wrong, I'll be long gone. Yeah, I made a lot of friends and enemies. In this town, I got burned like calories. So every time I access memories, thinking about you like that's my centerpiece. That's right, you my best friend. And I think you kinda fly like the X-Wing. So if anybody hurts you, I test them, flexing all my muscle like the X-Men. So you should love me better, and treat me better, the stormy weather. It's a big team effort, so please keep stepping, yeah, but don't be tripping, yeah. You should make feats happen, but love is deep, cause it can't be weapon.
Love me better, treat me better, see me better. We can make this city better. Love me better, treat me better, see me better. We can make this city better.
Well, deja vu. I have something important to tell you. Mary! I hope you don't think it too forward of me, but it's one of my older paintings. Perhaps you can keep it. I managed to grab. I know these past few days since I. Oh, don't worry. But yes. Well, I suppose I've been spending. Perhaps I'll go. I've saved the location. You remembered the poster we... Today is the grand opening. Reports from the meshnet say the currency... Why not take a look? Luckily, there's no ROM. Let's play! Two machines are... Well done. I'll have to rethink my line. Jetpacks and laser... Want to race? I wouldn't have won if I didn't nail you with that watermelon.